Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, chase a chick, never chase a bitch, chase no bitch, mask on, got a fucking mask on.
Hey you guys, today's video we are going to be doing a full face of Rimmel London, and I did buy brows, but I wasn't happy with how my brows looked because of the color and because it was just a lot, like, very patchy. So I did try, but I wasn't able to make it work. Maybe these products do work for you. Not saying I dislike them because I can see how they can work, but it's just that my skin was not cooperating with them at all. So I did my regular brows off camera. So the brow products that I tried to use with the Brow This Way wax and powder, and then I also tried to use the Brow This Way brow pomade fix and fill. Neither worked for me. This was too warm tone. This wasn't, I like this color, but it just wasn't doing much for my brows. So I just was like, you know what, let me just do my brows the right way. Like, I know it's really hard for me to switch brow products, so I tried. Didn't work for me. Let me know if these products work for you. And this is the eye that it came up with. I'm gonna let voiceover Micaylah take over the rest of this video. I'll let you know everything that I don't like, dislike, had problems with, everything in the video, just voiceover style. So let's just get right into it. Hey you guys, happy Thursday. So if you're not watching this on Thursday, sorry, my bad. But we're taking the shade Buff in the Stay Matte Concealer from Rimmel, of course, and we're going to apply this to our lids. I really like this as eye primer. It works very well. So I'm taking that and blending it out with my micro beauty blender. Now we're going to be taking the Magnifies Rainbow Edition eye palette, and we're going to be taking this pretty vibrant blue. It's such a pretty blue, like, I love this. We're going to be taking it on a no-name brush and putting that into our crease. And these eyeshadows, like, I have not been impressed by one of these eyeshadow palettes from Rimmel. They're actually really good, and they are dupes for some of the Urban Decay Naked palettes. That's what I see, and they work just as good. Like, I tried the Naked Heat against one of the, I think it was like a one of the warm toned ones. It looks just like the Naked Heat, and I was impressed. And then we're gonna go in with the Stay Matte Concealer again, which I'm like obsessed with this stuff, you guys. We're gonna cut our crease with the shade Buff. You can use any shade you want. I would have went a little bit lighter if I felt like turning around and getting a lighter shade, but you know, I was kind of lazy. So I just dealt with this one, and it works the exact same as I wanted it to. The pigment of the eyeshadows were amazing. It doesn't dry down too fast. That's why I love using it for cut creases. Like, you can definitely get what you need out of this concealer using it for a cut crease. And then I'm going to blend it out with my micro beauty blender. I'm just taking the excess away and blending out that little edge that's on the end of the cut crease so I can get a really good blend. And then we're going to take this nice neon lime green metallic shade, and we are going to pop that onto our inner third of our cut crease. I'm using the Sigma E58. This is the Sigma cream color brush. I really love this brush for packing on color, in particular like this. Then we're going to be taking this nice metallic teal, and we're going to pop that right next to it and blend it into that outer part of the cut crease. We're going to put this on the rest of our eye, and I really like this color. I really want to do a whole look with this color. This color is amazing. You can never go wrong with the teal. It works for summer and fall. It's just so freaking pretty. Next, we're taking the blue again, and we are going to blend that teal into the blue that we have on our crease, and we're going to make it a really, really nice blend. Really take your time with this part. And then with the Sigma E17, I really love to carve out my cut crease. Like, I just take some shadow and just carve it out and make it really, really, really defined. I love this brush. It's linked down below. Y'all know I love these. These are Wonder Swipes. These are 2-in-1s. They can be liner or eyeshadow, and I'm just placing it for the first time as eyeshadow in the front of my cut crease, and I really loved how this looked. And it did not crack. It wasn't too hard on my lid. I didn't feel it. It was just so perfect. Now we are taking the Scandalized Micro Eyeliner and we are making a wing, of course. And this is really easy. Like if you struggle with eyeliner, I suggest this because the tip's nice and flexible. It's very black. It's not matte, but it's not shiny. It's like a demi matte, and it just looks amazing, to be honest. This stuff, y'all, smells so good, and it felt so good to spray to my face. This is Stay Matte Fix and Go Setting Spray Primer 2-in-1. And we're going to spray it on my face and bounce it in with my beauty blender after I move into the middle of the frame. And yeah, that's what we did to prime our skin. So I was completely wrong about my first impression of this foundation. This is the lasting 25-hour breathable foundation from Rimmel. I was going to use Stay Matte, but I really want to try this again. And you guys, I don't know what happened the first time I used this, but now this foundation is so airbrushed and smooth. This shade is a little bit pink on me, and I think I need a different shade, but this foundation is so beautiful on my skin for some reason now. I don't know what's the difference, but I really like it now. And for concealer, we are going with the Stay Matte concealer, of course. This is shade, oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. This is shade Buff, and I'm just using it to carve up my eyeliner and brighten my under eyes. And this was very, I like this concealer. This is like one of my favorites. And guys, you know I've been like, look, I hit pan. When do I ever hit pan on anything? I love this powder. This powder is so good. It is very airbrushed. It brightens, but it doesn't, it's no flashback. It's just like a really good powder. And then I'm going with the Stay Matte powder and setting the rest of my face. This is the shade Sandstorm. It's very light, so it definitely counteracts how pink this foundation actually was. So I was actually pretty okay with it. And these are the Instant Duo contour sticks, and I'm going to contour with these. I was wanting to see how it set on top of powder. These set really nicely on top of powder, but I suggest putting it on the sponge and then blending it in. It just worked out better for me like that, but these set so beautifully on top of powder, and that's always the true test. True test, will it disrupt my powder? The highlight nor the contour disrupted my powder, and look how beaming that highlight is. It's so pretty. And now we're going with the Maxi Blush. This is shade Third Base, and I love the finish of this blush. It's like, has like a gold shift to it, so it's like really, really glowy, and it's just the perfect everyday shade. I need more of these. Now we're going to finish off our under eyes. We're going with the blue, and we are going to use, I'm actually using this brush that came out of the palette. It's very, very small, and it's actually really good. So we're going to just pack this color onto our lower lash line. Then we are going in with our Scandalized mascara. This is actually one of my favorites. Their mascaras are so good. I always get what I need out of their mascaras, so I'm always impressed. And we're going with the Stay Glossy gloss. This is like a really comfortable gloss to me. I do have a lip liner on, but I love this gloss. Like, I'm so excited to try other shades. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for coming by and seeing what I thought of these products and creating this makeup look with me. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.
This game get fine. Top of God, that's a liability. Hit the gas, boosting my adrenaline, be fine. Percocet.